Just want to talk with you. Thanks for taking a couple minutes. I want to talk a little bit about the potential candidates or potential colleagues that you would have. I know that you're good friends with Michael,
Yes.
but if it were to be Andrew Romanoff, talk about working with someone like that. Should that be the case?
Of course, look, the people of Colorado hired me 2 years ago. I was so honored to work on their behalf. I will work with who the people of Colorado send to the United States Senate. I would tell you, though, that I think Mike Bennett's by far and away the best candidate. He showed it serving in the Senate these last 18 months. He's focused. He wants to move our state and our country forward. We have a very strong partnership, and I know the people of Weld County will be well served by Mike Bennett receiving a full 6-year term in the United States Senate.
Thoughts on Romanoff as far as what he can bring should he win this primary?
Yeah, Speaker Romanoff is a talent. He served ably in the state legislature. He's worked very hard to know and understand the needs of Coloradans across our state, not just in the Front Range and in the Eastern Plains. As you know, agriculture is a key part of our economy. It's, again, not to go back to Senator Bennett, but he serves on the Ag Committee and has done right by the people of Colorado. But look, the people get to decide. It's what a democracy is. It's what a democratic election process is designed to produce. And I'll adhere to the will of the voters. I do have to tell you, I think Senator Bennett has run a strong campaign. He's been focused on moving our country forward. He's not a career politician, and he really wants to get things done. The political games you see played, he doesn't even understand them. He doesn't see any reason for them, and that's why he will be such a strong member of the Senate going forward.
Thoughts on potential Republican candidates, and if that were to be the case, working with Republicans as well?
Of course. As I said, the people of Colorado hired me to work on behalf of Colorado. Whoever my fellow senator is, we'll sit down, we'll build a relationship, we'll find ways in which we can partner. In the end, this is about serving Colorado. It's also about serving the United States. I take the United States and my title very seriously, United States Senator. So I find time to make sure we've got a strong national defense. I serve on the Armed Services Committee, that we put in place a 21st century energy policy. Boy, Colorado is so well positioned, both in the traditional fossil fuel area, but also when it comes to harvesting the wind and the sun that we have here. So whoever wins, I'll work double time to create a strong partnership. And we'll stand up for Colorado, and we'll stand up for the United States.
Some of the key issues I'd like to ask you about here real quick, and I know you're busy, but specifically here in Weld County with jobs, 11.3% unemployment, which is well above the national average. What will you do, what can you do to try to fix that in working with whoever you're going to work with?
Yeah, there are a host of things we can do. We can continue to invest in our infrastructure, our roads and our bridges and our schools. We did that through the American Recovery Act. We've got to make sure that small businesses have access to capital. We're this close to passing a small business jobs bill in the United States Senate. We go back in September. We need to move that to the finish line. It would expand lending, accelerate depreciation, provide write-offs for business owners who are willing to take risks. Those are some key things that we can do. We also ought to make sure that those CEOs who are offshoring jobs don't get tax breaks for that. We ought to make sure the tax breaks that are in our tax code are extended to small business owners and those who keep jobs here. Those are some of the steps we can take. There's a lot more to be done, obviously. I could talk about homeowners and the importance of reaching out and supporting homeowners as they renegotiate their mortgages. But in the end, this is going to be driven by small businesses and by the private sector regaining the confidence necessary for our economy to begin to grow.
And last, immigration reform. It's no secret that immigration is a big hot button issue up here in Weld County as well. But thoughts on fixing that?
Yeah, I've long held we have a broken system. We need a comprehensive reform package. It starts by securing our borders, by providing those people that are here with IDs that can't be forged. It includes holding employers responsible to hire people who are here legally, but they have to have the tools to do that. And then I believe that the people who are here ought to go into the line, the back of the line. They have to prove that they're employed, they're speaking English, they don't have a criminal record. If they do, they're out of here. And then they can gather, I should say, legal status. But they're not going to go to the front of the line. They're not going to immediately become American citizens. But they play an important role in our economy. But we've got to bring them out of the shadows. But first, in other words, to summarize, you secure the borders. You ask employers to be responsible for who they hire. And then you create a path for people to gain legal status who are here and they want to be lawful American. They want to be part of our. They're here lawfully, and they want to make a contribution to our economy and our society. They can receive some sort of temporary status. and then they're in the line to eventually be naturalized if that's something that we can provide for them.
Senator, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
All right.